Okay, so we're just gonna wait for a few people to log on right now. And let me see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing someone. Uh-oh. Let's see. There's one. There's another. We're just getting started here. I hope we have something to drink. I'm gonna light my candle. And we're just waiting for others to join us. Welcome. First psychic circle of the season. So I'm pretty excited. It was a beautiful day. So I'm ready for some beautiful messages. While we're waiting for everyone to join us, let's do a little introduction. I am East Coast Mystic, and I have a Facebook page, eastcoastmystic.com. I do all kinds of things from astrology reports to tarot readings to classes and mentorship. So you can look me up if you would like. I'm excited. I love doing this. I love connecting to spirit. I find that the spirit world is one of my favorite worlds. Just gonna get everyone to mute. That's better. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So welcome. Yes, we have lots of messages. We're excited. Everyone's going to have an opportunity to get a message from us, and you'll be able to get a reading from all of us. So we're excited to have you. So welcome.
Hi, I'm Mystic Gypsy, and I am super excited for tonight's event. You can check out my page on Instagram and Facebook at Mystic Gypsy, with 2 I's and not a Y at the end. And stay tuned for some specials coming up.
Hi there, I'm Moonshine, and I can be reached on Facebook at Moonshine. I've got a book out there now, which you can go online on Amazon. It's a Viking Ruin book. I'll be drawing some of these tonight as well with the Ruin cast.
Hello, friends. My name is Sean. I bet you. I'm an intuitive oracle card reader, and I'm really excited about tonight. I've been very excited all day, so I'm really looking forward to tonight's event and to pass along some really beautiful messages.
Right on. So we kind of have to take turns unmuting. So keep your video recordings or your recording muted until it's your turn to talk, and it'll be easier to hear everything. So welcome. We're going to start giving our messages now. Let me see. Who do we do first? Oh, I should shuffle my cards. That would be a great idea. So let's see. There is a chat, so feel free to chat on there. And I see a couple people know each other on here. That is hilarious. I always think, you know, there's no such thing as coincidences. So who am I going to go first? I am going to go with Allison. Hello, Allison. So what you need to do is you can unmute and let us know what you would like to know. You have the opportunity to either get a general message, you can get a message from a specific loved one, or you can ask any question you like.
Message.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear you. A general message?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to start and you can, and then everyone will carry on after me. My table is really short here, sorry. I definitely feel that right now you are experiencing a cycle of balancing things out. And there is a couple spirits around you. I get a really nervous feeling around the heart area and the stomach area. And I feel like you are being prepared for a new beginning. I do keep hearing your name. So I do feel like your name is also connected to someone on the other side. But I see that they are guiding you for the next 5 months. And they are moving you away from any challenges that you feel you're facing right now. There's 5 things that they want to bring to you into your life right now. And they're letting me know that you've been really strong. You've had to be strong. And that you are moving forward. Your difficulties have been purified. I feel like that is the message. And actually, the message of snow. I don't know if this just happened in the past, but a snowy day was a sign for you. Okay, and there's some kind of premonition or sign that occurred. But the strongest spirit I feel around you is female. And she's very emotionally connected to you. I can feel her in the heart. And she is the one that's actually helping you go into a balanced state. And she is your spirit guide for the next 2 years. But she's like focusing on new beginnings and finances. I don't know why she's got finances on the mind, but it's health and finances for you. And there is some kind of materialization that will occur. So she kind of has you on a path for the next 2 years. And I don't know why, but I keep hearing your name. So your name, Allison, is definitely connected to the spirit world. You need to know you're protected. And there's also an energy around a male around you that is also receiving some kind of healing ability and insights on changes that they need to make it easier for you. So I feel like there is a balancing going on with that financially, as well within the people that you care about or that you're living with or your family or your relationship. So spirit is aware. I definitely feel that you're headed into a new beginning, but right now there is some balancing going on. So focus on your finances and kind of watch what's going on with the male around you, because there's kind of like enlightenment and ideas to try to get them busy on something.
Hello. So your energy is so strong because I really connected with what your Coach Mystic said. My reading for you is all about balance as well. And what is really showing right now is that over the next 2 months, you're going to be coming into some sort of connection. Maybe you're already in it with somebody that's really close to you, but it's going to come to a point where you're going to feel like you have to make a decision, but you need to find your clear path. Like, it's not the time to kind of take risks. It's kind of like find that moderation. You're going to feel really strongly drawn to them, which is good because it's showing that you really are having like this beautiful like moment of like ignition of like your passion. This is the spark card, and it really just it's like following your dreams. Like you've got all of these dreams, and right now maybe things might be heavy in your mind and it feels like it's too much and you can't get them all done. But just like write it out if you need to, make a list, like just find a way to balance all of that energy, because your finances are going to start flowing into a more balanced direction. Like I just keep hearing balance. So it's really, I think spirit is really strong, and I do feel a male around you. I'm not sure if it's a grandfather or father, but he's bringing you blessings. So over the next, like I say, 2 months, 8 weeks, if you're seeing signs like, kind of birds and things like that, just know that your path is on the right direction and it's going to come quickly. So that's why they're saying stay grounded.
Here.
Hello, I did a rune cast for you here, and it shows that you have a lot of activity going back to about 4 months ago and into the future in about 4 months. So really this time is about consolidating a lot of things that have just occurred and are going to be the immediate changes that are around you right now. It does show that about 4 months ago there was a challenge and that was then overcome. It came through a wisdom, like an enlightenment, for you to be able to, you were put in a position to be able to, brought you still so you could see something. It does show then that there was personal balance there, and that it set you into a cycle for a year, which is what's just come into place now. It's like there's a year cycle on your mind. One thing coming up above is the Thor you received. So Thor is overcoming any obstacles. So it means some form of challenge comes up, but you can overcome it with any obstacle that it is. And it's not even necessarily a negative challenge. It's just something to overcome when it arrives for you that brings you what you want. So it's that final step. So it looks really good. There does show a male influence here coming in under passion, and also home and inheritance. So there's also a move around there. It's around 4 months. So that's either receiving a home or an inheritance. There does show travel in there as well too. So it seems like there's travel that's going to be happening in the 3 to 4 month mark here as well too. And also it shows that there's two things. One is that there is a sign in about a month here that crosses your path, something physical you'll see, actually maybe almost like a branch across a road, that sort of thing. Just follow what it shows you. So if it shows, blocking that road, just go that way. That's all it is. Just redirect and avert that situation, because it's a sign showing you, guiding you. So that's good. And then it shows that there can also be another change here, something new on the horizon. After that, in about 4 months, there's some new ideas coming, which might even take you further into another place. Now, when that happens, there may be people around you that are seeing this excitement or this change, and it's just showing to be cautious of other people's, possible judgment or jealousy. But just remember, it's just your change, and people are going to have their own views, and that's okay. But it does show eagle spirit freedom. So I do feel that there is a spirit around you that's guiding this, and around the home as well too. So there's going to be something familiar that goes up your family line. And I'd like to draw one more rune for you out of the book here. And you got Fehu, which is wealth. So that's very good. That's showing that wealth and abundance is around you, and to just use everything that you have as your resources, that you already have them. So it looks really good. Have a great year.
Hello, Allison. Some very interesting cards tonight. Some really nice, and some that have shown a struggle to get to the point where you are today. I feel like you're ending cycles of maybe conflict or struggles or traumas or whatever the case may be. I feel like you're starting to come out on the other side of things, and maybe seeing hope in a new path and a fresh start for the first time. Spirit wants you to know that you got to let yourself sparkle and shine. Maybe you've spent years dulling yourself for the sake of others, but Spirit really wants you to come out into your own and see the opportunities that are there for you, and maybe purify and detox some things from your life that maybe no longer serve you along the path. But most importantly is follow your intuition. Your inner guidance system is not flawed, no matter what you may think or where it's gotten you before. Everything has been steps upon the path. But look forward to the path in front of you with optimism. And like I said, let yourself sparkle and shine and really focus on healthier choices and a healthier path ahead rather than what has happened maybe to get you along the path where you are now.
The last thing is the whole time everyone was talking, and I love the theme because the theme for you is about wealth and it is about how you're moving forward. And I do feel that you are being prepared for big changes, but I do feel like I agree with what they were saying about a male spirit around you. And what's funny is the whole time everyone else were doing their readings, I kept seeing my grandfather. And so when my grandfather comes forward, I do feel like it has to do with a spirit that is named John or a grandfather spirit around you. And to me, John keeps coming forward and I feel like he is guiding you. You are walking your life purpose right now, but it does show me that you are meant to focus on your future and receive answers. Right now, you are meant to connect to the spirits around you and receive answers. So they have heard the things that you want to hear. And I feel like you do carry some kind of concern that you've asked for healing. There is 5 blessings that are coming to you from these 2 spirits that I've picked up on, the male and female around you. Okay. But I feel like you actually are going to feel relief in the next 2 months, and that energy of new beginning that's trying to move you forward into a place where you feel like you have some power, but also excitement with what you're manifesting. Because I definitely see you doing 2 different things. That is huge, and I see the spirits, juggling this, which is helping you manifest something you're creating now. And you do have a great idea to carry forward, and Spirit is saying, like, have faith in that. But there is definitely something on the side you're meant to be doing. I definitely get that. Okay. Someone's having technical difficulties. Oh, that was you. Okay. Sorry. You will get a replay. So everybody will get a replay. So if you can't hear, know that you will get that. Okay. So let's move on to Shauna Ben. You can unmute and let me know what it is that you would like to know. So you can choose a message from a loved one. You can choose a specific question or a general read. I think they're trading computers, or let's see. Okay, so maybe we'll move on to the next person. Let's go to, like, I feel like there's a couple, like, my room is really heating up. So I feel like Spirit is really coming forward, but for some reason, I feel like some of you are connected. And I don't know if it's like family connection or if there is some kind of spirit connection, but I am getting a few people coming forward So I do feel like I need to connect with, let's go with, who should I go with? Crystal. You're glowing. You can unmute if you want. And
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. What do you want to know? You can ask any question you want. You can get a general read or a message from someone that you would like to hear from.
I would love just a general reading. There's, at the same time, there's a lot going on, but there's also some things that haven't been touched or even moved in years. So I'd really just love a general reading and see what the group
what's
has to
coming
say.
up. So let's just see a general for 2011 and see what comes up. However, while I am connecting to the cards, I am definitely connecting to spirit around you. And I do feel like, oh, you got a balancing card too. Oh, you can't even see it. You got a balancing card too. So you are in a place where things are coming into a balance. But this lets me know that there is a female spirit around you, and I feel like she is so drawn from your mother's side of the family. So I'm going to say that she is a grandmother from your mother's side. I also keep getting like I don't know if it's Rob.
One of those fancy.
Oops.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so something happened there. I was.
Welcome back.
I hope I didn't freeze like this.
You're lucky you didn't.
Okay, you know how that works.
The last thing I heard was, I'm getting a female spirit, and then you were gone.
I feel like there's a female spirit that's connected to your mother's side of the family. There's definitely someone on your mother's side of the family around you. But I'm getting very heated up. And the reason why is when male spirit comes forward, then I know it's hot energy. And a male spirit is coming forward around you. And so I know you're working with two different spirits. And I feel like this person is telling me that their name is like either Arthur or Robert. Like they're definitely, there's definitely family around you. Okay. And they are balancing you out in many different areas of your life right now. So you are going through changes. This year is all about the heart though. Okay. And for some reason, it's like, I feel like you're like, no, but yes. Okay. But I do have to say that the male spirit that I'm picking up on, you got the Hermit card, which means that he is guiding you into your future and where he wants you to be. And there is enlightenment about your path right now. And there's certain difficulties, right? But you are ready. You just have to open yourself up and watch for it in your daily life, okay? But this lets me know that he is actually focusing on love and relationships. And it shows me two important people coming into your life. One, you're already holding on to and wishing for some reason. So it's almost like you're waiting for something from someone that you may know. And the male spirit is saying, I got the golden one right here. I know him. I know where he is. You just got to keep walking your path. As far as opening that's taking place, you're being prepared for spring and summer. But you do have to make sure you go out more, places where you could meet someone, because it doesn't show me you're meeting anyone from home or work, but you're meeting them while you're out and about. So I would get back into the habit of something you may have put aside, whether that's walking on the beach or going to a place you used to enjoy. You definitely need to do that. And it shows me 9. 9 came up twice for you. That means you have double power when it comes to heart matters, because you pretty much have everything. Okay, as far as your heart is concerned, it's full, but there is one last thing you need, and it has to come from a man. I'm sorry to say it, but I see that one cup coming from a man. So that's what I get for you. I definitely feel this male energy. I don't feel he's far away, but I know this person does like to travel. Okay, and I feel like there is family involved, so I don't feel like he's totally stranger to you. You might recognize his last name or know of him, but there is someone specifically for you. You know, you went through 5 years where Spirit is telling me you've been very guarded and very focused on creating a secured place for you, and there's some kind of trauma that Spirit has healed you from. And I don't know what it is that shook you up, but you're ready, okay? And you're now walking the path of love, okay? As far as finances and that sort of thing, I don't see a lot of changes because it means it's okay, it's automatic. What the Spirit is focusing on is matters of the heart for you. That's what they're focusing on. That's
Thank
what
you.
I get. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
So I have a really interesting read for you. I don't know if you're much of a gardener, like you like to get out and maybe work with the dirt or get outside and whatnot, but a vision did come through of gardening, and it's like when you're outside, you're kind of like your hands, I don't know if it's gardening, so to speak, I just see it's like dirt and you got your hands in the dirt or sand or something, and something comes by and it's like an aha moment. It's like a moment of like realization that you've been taking the hard path and you now need to flow and stop trying to go up against that brick wall or that mountain that feels like you're just chipping away at it and you're not getting anywhere. And it's going to be one of those moments that it's going to actually change who you are and the path that you're on, because it's a completion. It's the end of the old and it's like a brand new start of yourself. But it's almost kind of on a spiritual level more so too, because it's like you'll know that it's a sign. You'll know that it's like the universe putting that there, or your spirit guide putting it there. And I honestly, I don't know if you have bunnies around where you are, but I feel like bunnies. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I feel like if you just see around, or even it doesn't have to be a live one, right? Like if you're out somewhere and you like an image of one or something catches your eye, pay attention to what's going on in that moment, because once you notice a sign, that's like when you need to focus on what are you thinking, what are your thoughts, and be gentle with yourself.
Okay.
Like really be gentle. So I do see like it's a huge transformation and it's coming over within the next 5 to 6 months. I feel like by summertime you're gonna have this like new feeling of like new me, new year kind of thing, but like later on in the year.
Okay.
So I really think it'll be a beautiful thing, but it is kind of one of those things where you're gonna have to follow your desires and your passions and not worry so much about what other people are wanting you to do. So I really, it's going to be kind of like you're going to fall apart to pick yourself back up, if that makes any sense. But not in a bad way. So just like I say, just be gentle though with yourself. Like if it feels overwhelming, that's okay. It's going to pass. Just go with the flow. But good things are coming.
Thank you.
Hello. Well, I've done some ruins here, and it's quite interesting. It looks as though the past is kind of blacked out in a sense, and that there's a foundation of a feeling of standstill. It's showing in the ruins that this is a good thing, that you can put in a safe place, and that it's bringing you that inward journeys, that you're in the Nordic world tree. So that's where all the worlds are connected, and that has helped restore you and bring you up to where you are now. Also, the security and stability around you has been built, and it shows that you're in a place now to start looking at the next season. So looking at the year in 2 seasons, so the cold one and the warm season, and that there's a real opening for you this time, and that was both around the heart as well too. So again, a big lot of centering around the heart opening. It's surrounded on the heart with the opening, and that the cycle is coming. Also, there's nurturing for you, and that's not only nurturing for yourself, but nurturing for others, but in general for you to be able to carry that nurturing attitude towards yourself and to your heart, the loving nature, and that the finances are there. You have Behu, and that has come forward here. And right now, and then this month here, it's good. There's some things that you wanted to do in a couple of months that you're able to because of this. And you also got an ace, a cup, a journey, of destiny coming up here within 6 months. So within that cycle change, you have something amazing, a miracle. You even got miracles and a rainbow waterfall. So there's something miraculous coming on the horizon for you. It does show that you are above the conflict. So it's quite distant from you, down in the path, kind of south below. It just shows that you're above that and that you're moving along smoothly. So what you've developed here is good. It does show moon. You've got moonstone, which is also showing that getting outside to connect with the moon or the waters, going by the water's edge, and also bringing flowers, fresh cut flowers into the home. Something to do with that type of touch does show up. Let me do one more out of the book here for you and see what you get right here. Algas. So you got the ruin of the elk god. So this is an auspicious sign. It's very positive. So having that come, it shows that you're in direct communication with the divine, and something is being communicated and received to you. And that's amazing. It's a protective charm and a good sign. So that does show that you are connected. So you're going to be able to see and not miss any opportunities that are in front of you. So just keep your eyes open. There's a good path ahead here, and just spot for those beautiful things that bring that lift to your eyes of something that you like, and that's going to take you in that direction towards that destiny cup. So that's really cool. So can't wait to see what it is, but it's definitely on the way.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Crystal, I got a lot of different cards, like rapid fire and like shuffle in one pop, So there's a lot.
They usually fly right out at me. It's funny.
Yeah. So like, I feel like spirit is really, the communication is open, like whether you're reading for yourself or reading for us, like reading with us rather, the messages are always going to come through. Trust those messages a little bit more, maybe if you happen to be doubting them. Spirit really wants you to focus on a change of perspective. I feel like maybe you're concerned with things that have happened in the past and maybe not looking in the right direction. But just try to really flip your thinking on them, on both the past and the future, because a perspective shift is very much necessary. I also see new financial opportunities coming for you. But there's a lot of work, like I feel like you've done a lot of work to get to this place of contentment in your life. But I feel like there's always more that can be done, and Spirit is really telling you that now is the time to start doing the things that maybe you've been neglecting. Spirit wants you to let go of unnecessary worries and control issues. You're not going to be able to micromanage and control every single aspect of your life. So it's time to take a step back, realize where your priorities are and should be for yourself, and maybe not for others if that might be the issue. Constantly worrying about what everyone else is doing. It's common for people who are, like us, right? We want to help, but we have to help ourselves first. So let go of some of the unnecessary worries that might be holding you back. And spirits, stay strong in your faith. I don't know if you're like religious or if it's just spiritual in general, but whatever your kind of like higher power is, really lean into that. Like stay strong in your faith, stay strong in your vision of the future, that things are going to get to where you want them to be. and value your self-worth along the way. One of my cards says you are an angelic human. Like, I feel like you do a lot for other people, and like I said, you need to use some of that for yourself so that you can really flourish into all of your potential and all that you want to be. So take care of you and balance, and just change the perspective on how you look at things. If it's a bad thing or something bad happened, just maybe what did I learn from that, or how can I grow from that, or what's the next steps from this? Yeah, good things going forward though.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think you have lots going on actually, because the whole time they're talking, that female energy came forward, and I really got glimpses of you doing things with your children. Okay, so I know that is important on your path, like going out and doing things with them and just getting out there, because I feel like they could be with you when you meet this person or run into this person. And I also get that you need to pick your space. So where is it that you would like to meet someone and make that kind of a regular thing for you? But I feel like there is your spirit guide, I feel like her name is Shirley, and you should be calling her that, because she's like, that's the pitter patter I get. And I feel like she is trying to take those blindfold off and just kind of get you to recreate yourself and follow the life that you want to have. And it's through your interactions and following your intuition on the things you want to do. So whenever you feel like you don't want to do something, that's when you should be. But there's also, I see Archangel Michael around quite a bit around you, that energy. So to me, his name could even be Michael. But there are blocks that have been broken for you to meet someone. I think you're ready. But I feel like there's an aspect of you that is fresh and new and ready to find your place. And that's really the message I get from you, is find the place, pick your spot, let that be your spot, and the universe will guide that person to you.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Georgina.
You're welcome.
Thanks, everyone.
So I know that Crystal came on with, where are you? Tanya. We're going to do Tanya next. And you can. Hi, Tanya.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. You can ask anything you want, or you can choose a message from a loved one on the other side, or you can just get a general read. What do you want?
I think I'm gonna go with a general reading as well.
Okay,
Thank you so
let's do a general reading for you. Oh my gosh, Page of Swords came up for you. So for me, and then you got 9 of Swords, which usually shows me you have too much on your plate. But I'm not going to go with the too much on your plate, because you have the Page of Swords that came up before that. It actually lets me know that your year is about unexpected changes. So you're going to be in a lot of change, okay? But you are moving forward into a place that's going to feel more accomplished for you. I see you having an easier road. However, the unexpected things that are meant to come into your life are to push you forward. For some reason, Spirit is showing me that you're being guarded, or you're protecting from your past. And there's some questions on how do you move forward. It's almost like, I feel like you gave up something. I almost feel like you gave up on your, I don't want to say gave up on your life, but changed your life dramatically. And I feel like there is a spirit around you who is super strong, and it is showing up. I can feel the male, because there's a lot of male energy in this circle tonight, but I feel like there's actually a female spirit around you, and that female spirit is protecting you. And I feel like this female spirit is actually quite set in her ways, okay? Maybe a little religious, because I see like saints all over you, like her prayers of saints. But I definitely feel like, I feel like she is at a distance from you. And I don't know why that is. So I just want to pull up on a cards on why it is. It's almost like you didn't get to see her. She's telling me she didn't get to see you or something. I don't know what that means, but for some reason she feels like she was hoping she could see you before she actually left. So I know it is definitely a family member, and she is moving you away from difficulties, and she's actually helping you with your clairvoyance, which is your psychic sight. So that's a huge thing that has to do with your psychic sight. So ideas, when you see something, you're going to be able to see it even stronger. Okay. But yeah, female spirit, third generation energy. So it's your grandma's, it would be your grandma's family. And she's got a quest that she's working on with you. And what I feel like, even though there's a lot in the workings for you, it is all about your well-being, right? And how you see yourself and how you're living your life. And she is trying to bring some kind of enchantment into your world, some blessings. So she's got some good blessings coming your way. And she's actually bringing you 4 blessings this year, this female spirit. And I don't know why, but I feel like she keeps saying Ontario.
Yes.
Do you have a grandma that passed in Ontario?
I'm from Ontario.
You're in Ontario.
No, I'm from Ontario. That's where my family is from. That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So which grandmother is on the other side?
Both my mom and my dad's moms have passed.
I feel like this one is on your father's side of the family.
Okay.
Yeah. Because a male energy stepped up with her. And I just feel like he's from your father's side of the family.
Okay.
I don't know. I know that he liked to fish. So it is.
Okay.
Yeah, someone that liked to fish. She would know. Okay, but what they are trying to manifest things for you. Your dreams are to come true. You are protected. You just have to make some more choices in what you want. And I feel like you're too iffy on a couple things right now. So they're saying do a vision board so they can see what you want and help you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi there.
So, I have a question. Do you have 2 boys?
No, 1 boy,
No.
1 girl.
Okay. So it's both of your kids I'm seeing here. I feel like there's maybe one's kind of been going through more than the other. And right now the reading's showing that it's like I guess, maybe. If whoever it is feeling like, they can't control things. And I feel like it's at school.
Okay.
Or their work environment, wherever it is that they're not at home. And it's something that is being brought forward because it's something that maybe is going on and they're kind of hiding it a little bit.
Okay.
But just kind of keep an eye out. And I think Spirit's just bringing it forward because it's one of those things that, like, you're going to feel like the situation is a bit larger than it is. And it's not, because it's just the energy and the heaviness of the situation. But just to know that, like, just keep grounded, stay and go with the flow. And I do feel like over the next few months, around the home, there's kind of like, you need to kind of get out. You get out into the better weather, and get outside and get some fresh air, because it's been feeling really heavy, and things are just, it feels like right now there's a lot of stuff that just is just kind of sitting behind. But I have an Ace of Wands card here for you. So I really do see that the universe is wanting to co-create with you. They're wanting to bring you these blessings and just move forward over these next few months. So just remember to stay grounded, but kind of go with the flow. That sometimes we try to define these things and events and why they're happening, but you just need to kind of go with it, and you'll come to see why it's being presented to you later on.
Okay.
So just deep breath, so is what I keep feeling. So yeah, but beautiful things are coming for you. Just stay focused on going with the flow.
Very good.
Hello, I've got some ruins here for you.
Okay.
So yeah, it does look like you've been managing a lot. This shows here that overall, everything that's been set in motion from 5 months ago up until 2.5 months from now has all been to bring all these situations into better balance. So it does show that there was something in the past that you felt that you were meant to go to, but you couldn't move or you couldn't go there, and that there was some answers, there were some changes and some money, whether it was signing a new lease or something that showed that there was a new cycle that had just been started to move forward. Again, you're overcoming conflicts and a standstill. So that does show that you're on top of those things, that you are surpassing them, but you're still moving through that phase. There could have been some conflict with home or inheritance, and others it's right on like something of repeating hassle or something with the home that came up with the home life or with property. And it does also show that there are 2 different paths coming up to you right now. So they can involve some travel. And it does show that there is something caring and loving coming right for you now, like something in a nice offer. And it does show that there's a little bit of you closed off to that, maybe not being entirely open to it, but that it is a genuine reach out, I guess, or experience that you have. There can be 2 paths for you with that, of feeling comfortable opening to it or not. One is that you're going to go into your own self-power, and that's good too, and speak your mind and be your own spiritual warrior. And the other is that there's something that you can take from that, and there's going to be more of a self-growth, something that you make some changes to in your life, some patterns that will benefit you. But both of them are going to end up in the same place. So both, like if it's a move or something that you are changing or going, it's going to be either like north, it's going to be east, but either north or southeast, but in the eastward direction. So there is good forward movement there, and there are answers that are going to guide you. So you're going to hear what to say as it's coming to your voice when you have these situations coming up. But it is all self-growth. And it does show also the spirit of letting go, so being able to move past some of those things that have happened, and also the reflection of yourself of the thing that you missed, to know that it's okay, and that there is a person in spirit that's saying that that's okay, that you can still have that connection, and for you to experience that. And that's happening like right now into the next month. There's going to be more of that. That's going to bring you more that wholeness, and it does show around you there's male influences, lots of talking and ideas, and almost too much sometimes of all the options and things to take care of as life gets that way, and that's okay. But it does show that that's all right, that there is going to be some passion that's going to set things forward to the right decision, and money will be there, that there's going to be some new opportunities, that there are some new exciting steps to take that are coming up, and then it's going to be good for everybody involved. Yeah, so it looks really nice. I'm going to draw one more for the book for you. Okay, you've got Dagas. It doesn't really show up there, but that's day and sunrise, awakening. So that's showing that there's a new cycle coming, and also in the morning, in the sunrise, is a good time for you to receive some information on your day and ideas that come to you there or guidance for you for the day. So that's awesome.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, Tanya. It's funny, I got a lot of similar cards that I got for you for Crystal. So I find it really funny that you guys came together. I don't know what the relation is, if you're like sisters or like soul sisters, but I can feel that you guys are very similar and kind of lean on each other for support through this kind of transition that I feel like you're both going through. So definitely lean into that. I like that. I have one of those too. It's great. But I feel with you, Spirit wants you to really lean into your unconventionality and what makes you different. I know people who are different are make fun of, like, put down for their differences, but your differences is what makes you unique. It's your superpower, not a detriment, no matter what anybody says. So really lean into what makes you different and how you do things differently. And don't be afraid of judgment, because other people's opinions really don't matter. That's the beauty. As we get older, we realize that more and more, that other people's judgments and opinions, they don't matter. So really lean into what makes you different and really let yourself sparkle and shine. And I feel like if you do that and you really lean into that, it's going to be life-changing. I feel like coming up, like, there's really, 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 really big things. I got aces, I got like life-changing epiphany and experience. Like, I see really big things coming, but you have to be open to it. And it's going to still be a little bit of a journey, but it's great things coming. But really lean into what you do differently and your unconventionality, and just focusing on being you, regardless of what anybody else says. So I really feel like that's the message that Spirit wants to drive home.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I see your message. Could the female be your cousin? I don't feel like that, because I feel like this female is older, but the male is coming forward. And I know I mentioned a Robert before, but I feel like there is an ancestor around you. And I feel like this ancestor that is around you is I don't want to say new, because they're an ancestor, so obviously they're not, but I feel like their guidance around you is new. And I don't feel like he is from here, actually. I feel like you are in touch with your ancestral culture. I think you need to take a look at the spirituality of what background you have, because you're in touch with some sort of intuition that is connected to this family line. And I feel like he is trying to bring out a mediumship ability through you following your hunches this year and experiencing these unexpected things that you're meant to make a decision about. So I definitely feel a guiding force. And I don't want to say he's your grandfather, because I don't feel like he is your grandfather. I feel like he's like down your family line.
Okay. Is it okay?
Yeah, so I do feel like there is manifestation around on the things you're focusing on. Stay focused, make sure you get your rest. But yeah, there's definitely your father's side active, guiding you right now as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go with Siobhan.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi there. Good, thank you. And you?
Good. I wanted to do your reading, so I want to know, what is it that you want to know? Do you want a message from someone on the other side? Do you want a general reading, or do you have a specific question?
I would like to get a message from the other side.
Okay, so I want to be honest with you, because while I've been seeing you all night, I kept seeing your face change. And so I do know that you are connected to a female, and that female wants to come forward. So I want to see who this female is. I almost feel like she's sisterly to you. Okay. So I want to see what it is that she has to say, or who she is. Okay. And I feel like I get a lot of, I know you have a drum. Okay. But there is native energy around you. So I know that this female is connected to the native culture.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I got
My
goosebumps
mother.
down my sides. Like, oh my God. And the death card came up. Wow. This is crazy. Okay, so I love it when the death card comes up. Everybody thinks it's all creepy, but to me, it's like the most exciting card because it lets me know that the spirit is actually guiding you right now. Okay. And I don't feel like, again, it's showing me like you do need to tell her what it is that you want. So that's come up 3 times tonight. So, you know, spirit, this is a time where you need to put your vision boards together because what you see, the spirits around you are seeing. Okay. But to me, this woman, she is definitely native connection to you. And she is putting you through a transformation right now. And I don't know why, but some kind of medicine has been passed to you. And I feel like the medicine that she's giving you is a healing medicine. And I feel like that's why the native energy is coming through. That you're actually going through a change. That she is protecting you from your health, something health-wise. And I definitely see her healing the heart. So I feel like she is connected to 3 people right now. To whom she is helping, but you got the Queen of Pentacles, which means that she's like manifesting wealth, but also your healing. Okay, so it's health and wealth for you this year. And I feel like I keep thinking like her name keeps coming up, and I don't know why, because Allison, like Alice or Allison, or I don't know, I'm getting a couple different names for you that is coming up here. I almost feel like you're connected. No, it's not Alice. It's almost like a Roberta. I don't know. There is definitely a female spirit native around you.
You think it might be my spirit guide? I don't know my spirit guide's name. Maybe, I don't know.
I feel like she is drawn to, that she is connected somehow to New Brunswick. And I feel that she is connected to, I'm almost sensing like St. Mary's. Okay. So
Yeah.
for some reason, I'm getting that you are connected to someone from St. Mary's, Fredericton energy for some reason. And there is a healing energy coming to you. It is definitely a female native from Fredericton area.
Okay.
But yet she's telling me she's connected to you as a sister.
Mm.
And the Hierophant comes up. So she's letting me know that you're at a place where you have to start making choices that are for you. Okay. And there is something new, but you do kind of have to walk 2 different paths right now. You have to walk the path you're walking, but you do have to recreate a new path. And I definitely feel like that has to do with your healing as well as your spirituality. There is something you're meant to pass through spiritually. I would definitely play your drum.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let the other sit and see what else I can get with it.
Okay,
But
thank
yeah.
you.
Hello.
Hello.
So I have a male coming forward for you. An older man. He's been passed for a while now, but hasn't been maybe too long. He's he's kind of got that honest, like personality where he just says it how it is. And I keep repeatedly on 2 different cards that are coming up, the same wording is have no fear. And he really just wants you to embrace this feeling of walking forward each moment that you're going forward and just have no fear. And it's not that you're not, it's like you know that there's things that are there for you, but it's like there's just still, you're hesitating a little bit, and they want you to like just move forward, connect with it, connect with the energy, and they really want you to ask for spiritual help in those times that you're feeling kind of down, you're feeling kind of low energy, you're tired, exhausted, you're just wanting to like take a break from it. Ask for the guidance, ask for your spirit guide, call upon, I don't know if it's your father, your grandfather, but maybe an uncle, but just call upon that energy, because I've got the Ace of Pentacles as your last card, so they have a gift for you. There's something coming forward for you this year that like is going to be long lasting, that's going to be something that you can harvest, like physically, like seeing manifest in your life, but also in your soul, right, and in your body, and good health and those kind of things. But it's just have no fear. You need to take care of yourself. So he's here with you.
Thank you.
No problem.
There we go. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Well, we got we got some runes here for you, and yeah, there is a definite pattern that came evident right away. There does show about 6 months ago there was a blissful state. It does show that there was also something of a spiritual nature, a sign or a giving of an actual item or one that you found right around the time that something good happened financially a couple of months ago. So there is something that's been brought into your life. It's a magical type of token or piece, but it's brought some power, positive power for you. It does show that it's setting in a new cycle again. However, you've got the red jasper to help you with grounding. It shows that there's a lot of life going on. Okay, so there's a lot of taking care of. So the grounding, it just looks like it needs some additional grounding there for it. Just carrying a stone or going outside to do that. A few minutes in the trees is going to help you with that. There's also right away a bounce. Your center ruin is the spiritual warrior. So that's your true self moving forward with your own feelings and convictions, with your beliefs, what you want to create, your destiny, all your powerful inside feelings of what you want and what you want to see. So that's really good. And it's dead on with the home and house and inheritance. So, I mean, it is nose to nose with the house right now. So completely lined up from this flow of it being good to receiving this, and then there's the home. It does show that with the heart there's healing, there's nurturing, and there's also protection on it. So it's healthy, but you're also guarding, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong there. But it shows the nurturing is right on it as well too. So it's a good balance. So you keep that protected, but it's a guard against future conflict. So it's more of a guard against, like, I don't want to feel that or have that come, or like a repeat of something that has repeated before. So it's more of a guard for that. It does show that right now where you're moving is right below you is the standstill, and right below you is right above you is the world tree. So you're actually, both are a place of stillness where it's all going to be just enlightenment in a sense. It's coming to you. So it's not an action. That's the tunnel that you're in right now. So you might feel a little bit of a compression because of that too, but it's bringing you realization. So that's really good. And the outcome path is to overcome challenges and be in a position of joy. So it does show that you're going from a path of uncertainty right now to receiving wisdom and taking it for leadership. So there is something that this is becoming more empowering for you. It also shows in my cards that there was something that Georgina had said that matched. And I got with the ancestry, with 3 sisters, there's a father figure, and then there's 3 sisters, and then something happened. This is something happened to one of these sisters. And that it has something to do with work, the whole, I think how you're going to find out more about it, it has to do something with work or people at work, and that overall the energy of it is an empowering female support. So it's actually the whole happening is providing you with security and support and strength. So that's what they're there for. That's why Spirit is coming through, is to provide that with you. But there is something seems distant through a father and 3 sisters in the past, and something happened to. There's a story that happened with those 3 sisters, either to one of them, or it could have been some more attached to that. But I'm feeling for sure there was something happened. One of them passed on. So. Might be some research that you find out as you get into it, as you just get into, if you're on the reservation, start learning, and the story starts to come together. But yeah, so it looks exciting. There is definitely a wisdom that's being brought to you, that this path was brought to you by Spirit, so you can feel good, traveling it and feeling comfortable that it's going to work out, because it's all headed in the right direction. And for you, just enjoy a little bit more self-care, just to renew you a bit, because you are giving and you are handling a lot of things around you in situations. So this will give you a little bit more energy for yourself and let you just see that that's coming for you clearly. So it looks really good. Yeah, it's awesome. I'll draw one more here, sorry. And Fehu, very nice. So that's good. That is, Fehu is wealth and fortune.
Oh, good.
And grand ideas. And so, it's supporting you with everything that you need. So it's saying all the resources are going to be around you, and to just move forward and enjoy.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello, Siobhan.
Hello.
Cards for you tonight. A lot of them were similar kind of messages that the other readers had passed on. So I don't have a lot to add, but I do have a little bit to squeeze on here at the end. Spirit really wants you to focus on stress reduction. Schedule time to rest when you need it. Don't feel the need to overexert yourself. Really do take the time to rest and recharge, because it's going to benefit you more. Here also says life lessons. You can break free from recurring patterns by examining it and seeing kind of what lessons can be learned from it. If it keeps happening to you, there's something to be learned from it that maybe you haven't gotten the message yet. So really examine those things and learn from those life lessons, and really examine your passion and purpose. I feel like you're really coming into your own and blossoming and looking for things that are going to excite you and bring you joy as you live your life. So really lean into passion and purpose, and find something to do outside of the home. Socialize and join in. Be around people that kind of ignite that fire and that passion inside of you, as opposed to maybe people who might bring you down or dim that. So really socialize and join in and find your people. And also let yourself sparkle and shine. Everyone's gotten that card so far tonight. So new year, new us, right? So really let yourself shine through this year. And take comfort in that you are amazing, and you just need to let that light sparkle and shine. One more thing on my cards, as they're speaking, Moonshine was talking about sisters and stuff. Is there a twin somewhere? Are you a twin, or is there a twin with a sister, or I don't know. Okay, you're wrong. I don't know, but definitely maybe it's siblings, maybe it's close. Someone was like your twin or soul sister, that kind of thing. But yeah, there's something with siblings, like Moonshine said. I don't know what it is, but
I have a sister. She's under 2 years. We're about a year apart, maybe. Anyway, and a lot of people mistake us for each other, and we're really close.
Kind of thing. Maybe that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. You're so close. Yeah, that could be it. But no, just the theme of twin or something like that, really close sibling popped up in my card. Well, maybe East Coast Mystic can elaborate on them in her closing thoughts, but that's all I've got for you.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? Okay, there we go. I have to keep turning that thing. So yeah, well, I let them all go with it. I was getting a few flashes, and I definitely feel like there is some kind of mystery that has to do with your father's side of the family. And I don't know how that ties in, but I do feel like it is going to come up in the future, some kind of family mystery. And I don't know if you're going to be looking into your family tree or anything, but again, I get this female coming up, native, and she's showing me a beaded rose. And I'm a beader, so I do a lot of native beading, but she keeps showing me this rose, and I feel like that is a symbol for you. So maybe if you run across a beaded red rose, that's kind of something you might be drawn to. But I do hear Allison, and I hear Rosalie as well. So there are a few names that are coming around you. I also get, and I don't know if it is pertaining to you, but I also get something like Henny, and I don't know why I would get that, but I keep hearing that as well. So names are
My
like,
maiden name was McKinney.
Your maiden name is
McKinney. McKinney is my maiden name, yeah.
Okay, so then that is connected to definitely someone in your family. And if that was your maiden name, I definitely get something with your father coming up. So I know that, the Emperor flashed at me while the others were doing the readings. So I definitely feel like that his family energy is coming forward, and there is ancestral healing that's taking place, as well as a death and rebirth. But the main messages that I was getting from the spirits for you is that this is about fulfillment for you. Okay, I think things have been the same for quite a while, and when the death card comes up and the messages that I'm receiving from spirit, it is just letting me know that there's changes that are happening all around you. There's changes in your relationship. There is something that is that you're looking for more fulfilling personally, and that's your journey this year. So there's changing views of how you see your finances, how you see your career, what you want to do, as well as your relationship. So you are in a total change and transformation through this next month. And this change and transformation is meant to help you grow. So it is super important to remember that you take chances on the things that you want. Let yourself go through a transformation, but there is a healing that is occurring. So make sure you take time for yourself and don't let yourself go into a stressful place, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, who do we have? I think we need to do Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So you can choose what you want. You can choose a specific message from someone on the other side, something that you would like to know about, or a general reading.
Just general's fine.
Okay. You have the High Priestess card. So when the High Priestess card comes up, it lets me know right now you're living a life that is connected to your destiny, which means you're actually working with the other side right now. And you also got the transformation card. So there's three major things that are going to change in your life this year. And one of them is moving you into a different location or job career. There is some kind of physical change that's going to occur, and you're getting ready for that. Like, I see it happening within the next 3 months. I keep hearing of Brenda, so I don't know if this Brenda is somebody that you are related to or connected to, but I keep hearing Brenda And it is like, it is definitely connected to you. So I want to pull 3 cards on that. Queen of Swords. So it is a spirit that is working with you behind the scenes. And her focus is on a man. And I don't know why, but there is a female spirit around you focusing on a male energy, helping you transform it. You had 3 sevens come up in your reading. So that means that there's things that you are still collecting, like you're in a karmic cycle. So there's things that you are still meant to receive financially from someone else from your past. And it also lets me know you have another 7 of Wands. So this relates to 2 different male energy too. And these are in life. So your life actually deals with 2 attachments, one that is connected to the past and one that is connected to your future. But the main thing is you do still have energies coming in to give you things. Finances mainly is what I see you waiting for, but I also see things getting very easy for you. Like you're meant to be receiving more experiences where you're just meant to take it. So I see an easier path in play, but you do have to be open to changes. Like, don't be scared to make physical changes this year, because this is about your wholeness and the life that you want to live. And you've been in neutral for too long. So it's like you've kind of been sitting there waiting to like start making your moves forward, and you'll feel that energy pushing you ahead. Okay? So I definitely feel there is a female spirit guiding you right now. And I definitely feel somehow there is some kind of Brenda energy in play for you. I don't know if she's coming around in life or that she is somebody that is actually working with you in spirit. And for some reason, I really get a connection between you, Sarah, and Allison. And I don't understand why, but I do feel like there's some kind of spirit energy that may know you both. I don't know. But I feel like this is a life-changing year for you, and one that you will remember. You have to be confident though. Be confident in what you want, hold still, but start delegating and getting other people to do things for you. And that's a big one, because you're doing things for others that you shouldn't be. You're over-sacrificing, and you've done it long enough. That's what I gotta say to you. So as far as what should you focus on, I feel like it's what you want, what you should be doing your daily life, what you're doing career-wise. I feel like there is also some kind of change that will occur, that is coming, that's more for you, something that you're meant to be doing, something that's very promising for you in your career.
Thank you.
Hello. It's funny that East Coast Mystic brings up Brenda, because that is a name that came forward for our event tonight, and there was contemplation as to who Brenda was. So I have a feeling, if you don't know a Brenda on the other side, that it might be maybe, I'm not sure what East Coast Mystic thinks, but maybe a guide for you. Because while she was talking about it, I pulled a few cards just to see specifically what the name Brenda is being brought forward for me, and it's showing someone who can guide you on the path that you're going forward, to inspire you. So if you're needing inspiration, give it a try. Call out, Brenda, give me a hand, like help me on this path. Because I think you'll be surprised that things will flow for you. But the main theme of the read I have for you is health and heart. So I'm not sure if you're in a relationship right now, but if you are, he is coming through hugely in your cards. And I don't know if you're married or not yet, but there is some sort of commitment that is coming forward for you, and you needing to make a choice. And the cards are showing that you need to follow your intuition, to trust your intuition that you are making the right choice going forward, and to kind of follow your heart, because there was some sort of heaviness with him but he is bringing, there's an ending of a cycle with that. So going forward, he's going from a knight into a king, literally. The Knight of Cups is going into the King of Cups. So there's something that he's bringing forward in your relationship that if you're feeling your gut saying trust it, trust him, then do that. That is what is meant for you, because there is like this beautiful, it literally is like the commitment card and partnership and just union between you two. So yeah, I think there's a lot of growth happening in that aspect of your relationship and between you two going forward. So just stay positive and listen to your instincts, and you'll know what to do.
I get that big time for her, that this journey is more about what her partner is going to be doing, where she can benefit that. I just feel like your hands are getting lighter for some reason.
Okay.
I did want to touch before I go about your health.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel your health is a concern for you right now, or you've been going through something, and I don't know. I'm getting like a lot of like pain up in my chest. So I don't know, maybe if it's anxiety or that kind of thing, but really just take those deep breaths, because it almost feels like I can't breathe. So just take those deep breaths.
Okay. Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I've got some ruins here for you. So it does look like here in the last 3 months, you overcame some conflict, and there was some travel, took you get kind of a new position here now, but that there's a standstill in, I get the feeling of moving up. Now, I don't know if this is business or people around you, but there's a sense of that if you're moving up, you seem to hit the ceiling and it would repeat, and you go back in a sense down to where you are with your thoughts of where you think you should be, except that it's showing that it's not about moving up. And this, whether this is in the company or whatever that means by like moving up, it's saying that you got to move, it's moving forward for you. So instead of kind of moving up and feeling like you hit your head and it's bringing you down, you're just focusing on moving forward, because your path is flowing forward. So you don't have to try to rise up, just look at what's in front of you. Okay. And it does show that there is something that's coming right in front of you within the next month that's going to bring some justice. Within that, there is, again, and when Carissa, when Mystic Gypsy said that there is something when you ask for help, it also connected to what I was seeing here, is that there's an omen, and asking for help. There's something where you go spiritual, asking for help, or using some type of spiritual connection, and it shows you the answer right there. That's within the next couple of months, and it helps you see something new, and it rises you up. It shows that there was some advice that was given to you not so long ago here that, you know, it's all right, advice, but you don't need to focus on that. It's not really going to take you up where you can go. It's more like some practical advice of something that may not even happen, but you don't have to be concerned. Just follow what you're moving forward with, and that ask for help when you feel that you're in any type of challenging situation that you need a little bit more help around you, to actually ask the spirits around you for that. Just show that there's a miracle coming for you, so you are going to experience something that happens outside of, because of you asking. You're going to know that it came from you asking, because that's the only thing you did that changed the situation. That suddenly, conversation is going to turn around and go in your favor, or there's a breakthrough. Suddenly something works out for you real easily, and you know that, wow. So it's something like that. It's going to bring you a lot of energy in your own power. You're going to be able to feel, that you're part of that, because you have your own experience with it, and it's going to help renew you. So really, it's just about like communication, being able to speak what it is that you want to say, and being okay with saying it. And that might be part of that rising up too, like maybe speaking out just brings attention. It's okay for you to talk about how you feel. So that's good. I'll draw one more out of the book here. Oh, you got radio. So that's a journey, travel, a ride. So, a short little road trip or a little day trip or anything like that. Just get out and about. And that's showing that that's actually guidance for you. So follow that as well too and see what happens when you go on those little outings.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Sarah,
Hey.
I see, like I said, a lot of different things and a lot of similar things, but does everyone here tonight know each other? Or like, is there some connection between everyone? Or is it just that everyone's here because, it's January, it's the new year, and you're all kind of on that path?
Me, Allison, and Siobhan know each other.
Okay, that checks. Because, again, similar cards.
And completely accidental as well. Like, I didn't know they were going to be here.
I love it. So, really lean into each other because clearly you're all here because you're on that path. So, really lean into each other for support this year. That's awesome. I love it. For you, I get the Ace of Cups. So I see new opportunities in dealing with new emotions. And I also feel like your cup's going to get a little bit lighter. Like maybe you've felt a little bit heavy lately. So I feel like someone's going to help. It's like Moonshine was saying about asking for help. It's one thing to ask for help, but you have to be willing to accept help when it's offered as well. And it can sometimes be hard if you're always the helper to be helped. But allow yourself to receive that support. Because I feel like you need it. You carry too much. So really make sure that you accept that support. And I also get the Fool card. So I see new journey, new opportunities, but you've got to trust, the universe isn't going to let you fall off a cliff. You're going to be fine, whatever steps you take. But you do have to take those steps. And I see prosperity for you. I see maybe things haven't always been great. There's been struggle, but I see this year as a big shift in support and prosperity in general for you. So stay strong in your faith. Like I said, maybe you've doubted or maybe whatever the case may be, but just stay strong in your faith and just be natural and beautiful and authentically you. And that's going to help you a lot going forward. So I see a really good opportunity this year for you.
Thank you. I think you're muted. I can't hear anything.
Thank you. Jeez, I gotta get used to this thing. You'd think after a while I would. So yeah, while everyone was talking there, I really do feel that you're stronger than you've ever been, that you are going after what you want. I feel like you've had it easy, strong, but you have been able to manifest the things you want, and you should be very proud of it. But the Lovers does come up for you, and it does let me know that your path is changing, I think, as well as the theme of your life and what you're focusing on. And I do feel that there is a woman around as well, and that woman is trying to make your life a little easier, give you a flow, an easy ride, and you know what your flow is. But I do feel like there is a couple spirits that are connected to more than one of you as well. And I feel like that's why I'm kind of bombarded. So I just want to kind of go over some names that I have been getting in this whole session, just because there's been a lot and I don't want to miss out while everybody's still here. So I do get Arthur very strongly. So there is an Arthur with someone here. There's also a Robert and a Roberta, and I don't feel like they are together. There's also an Alice and an Allison and an Anne and a Georgie. And I don't like saying Georgie because I get called that when I'm in trouble, as well as a John. And I don't know if it is a Jimmy or a Bill, but there's two that are showing up there together. So those are the spirits that I've connected with so far tonight coming forward, as well as the Roberta, or no, Roberta, or was it Rosalind? So those are some of the names that are around, and I feel like you all are being guided, and each one of you have a specific purpose this year, and it actually is for yourselves. I haven't seen anything where, you know, you really have to give yourself to other people or self-sacrifice. I feel like you're all taking that next step up and moving forward. And I do feel like you're all already co-creating with the spirit, each one of you. So I don't feel like you're lost in guidance. I feel like you're very connected, but it is about yourselves and who you want to be this year. Okay, because transformation is happening, and that means you can actually take that energy and create what it is that you want. Be who you are, right? And let the universe match those people to you, or the energies or the opportunities to you. But I have seen a lot of unexpected blessings that you guys are all meant to be experiencing this year. So that's what you want to look for, are those blessings that are coming at you unexpectedly to change your life for the better. So I do want to move on to Michelle. I don't think we did Michelle, did we? I feel like my head is all over. So let's do Michelle. And I feel like for some reason, so it was 10, it was 4 of you are all connected in a way?
Just 3. Allison and Siobhan are quite close, and then Allison and I are quite close.
Okay. And then we have
And
Krista
and I know each other.
Tanya.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Look at that. Like, that's pretty cool group. Nice little group. Not everyone's a stranger. Michelle, I'm going to get you to unmute and let me know what you want. Do you want a message from someone on the other side? Do you want a specific answer to a question? Or do you just want a general read?
I'm just looking for a general read, actually.
Okay, let's see what we have for you. Oh my gosh, the heat. I'm gonna have a fan in this room next time. You got a 10 of cups. So to me, if you take a look at, well, I guess you can't really see it, but it is a family card. Okay, this is like the perfect family. And when that card comes up, it lets me know that you actually do have spiritual abilities to connect to spirit. I see a lot of spirits around you. When this card comes up, it means you have like a full family force coming forward. And I feel like they're telling me you should be very proud of your life right now, but you are taking some kind of a break. Spirit is letting me know that you're taking a break from changes in your life, but as well as you're putting things aside right now, so that you can take care of you. But there are 3 things that are going to change your life this year. The Spirit's guiding you to. Each one of them has to do with a decision. And that decision has to do with your own fulfillment. Do you want this or do you not? I feel that you're quite stable where you are, but I feel like Spirit is kind of urging you for something more that you can't quite see. So there is a little bit of a path change, a shift that is happening to you. But I get there's a lot of spirit around you. And one of the ones that seem to come forward for me is a woman. And I feel like she is definitely family, and I feel like she lives close to you. So I do feel like she like passed in your area. I don't feel like it's your mother's side of the family for some reason. I feel like it is that she is connected to your father's side of the family for some reason. But she is definitely not alone. You got like 10 spirits around you. And they're all doing something. But I feel like, I wish I can get a name. So I feel like I can get a name, but I know she's not there alone. I know she's standing there. And there is definitely someone that is past, like that just passed. There's definitely someone she's with that just passed, like this 2022. I don't know if it is March or if it is May, but she is with someone that passed. And I don't know if it is her brother, actually. Did you have a family member pass this last 2022?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because there's definitely a 10 in the spirit world comes up for you again. I'm not sure if it's like, if her name is Marie or Anne. I'm just trying to connect to the names because I just keep getting some flashes of a few different ones. But I almost feel like it's like a Florence or Florence or maybe a Lewis. I'm gonna let it sit and see what names come forward for me and let the others do some readings. But I do feel that your life right here, you got the blessings card. So trust your life, trust where you're headed. But there are some things that the spirits are trying to bring you as far as your own wholeness this year. But yeah, you have a few different spirits. I feel like you have more than one family unit around you, and there's extended family around you. It's almost like I feel like you're on your reserve. It's kind of weird saying that because when I'm native, so my reserve is like all family, and I feel like you're on your family land. Like I feel like there's some kind of connection to you and the power that you're holding and the stability that you're holding and something that you're meant to move forward with that's going to take you to some kind of finish line. So I know wealth is involved with the energies around. That's why they're around you. But I'm going to let the others move forward and see what keeps coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
So for you, the big theme here that I'm getting is letting go and moving forward. I'm seeing that you've been approaching things from a very practical kind of place where maybe you've even changed over the last year. Your perception on certain things and how they've been going in your life has changed, but it's also led you to kind of sever some relationships or some people that are maybe not in your life that were before. And I feel like it's kind of brought not necessarily loneliness, but just it's the cards are showing that you need to be seeking community, you need to be seeking relationships and just joy within other people. It doesn't have to be a group of people. It can be, one person, two person, but reaching out and kind of connecting with people that matter to your heart. And right now it kind of feels like you're not sure who those people are. And that's okay, because the universe is bringing forward the opportunity for you to seek that out and find your path on that. But I do feel like there will be some things that you'll be battling with mentally that you maybe won't, there's certain people that you're unsure and you haven't decided of. And just take those times to really think about what is important for you going forward for this next year. What do you want to cultivate in your daily life and the things that you want in abundance around you? What kind of people do you want around you? Because going forward, you have this opportunity, and there's these, 2 cups. There's people there that will be embracing you, but you just need to it's going to be a bit of a path to get there, but just stick to it and trust it, because you will see signs along the way. And I don't know if you are big on talismans or, something that you can hold and hang on to that will help you feel grounded and secure. Maybe a stone, some quartz crystal, something like that. Maybe some rainbow fluorite. It'll just help provide that extra grounding for you and help you see those moments clearly. That'll give you the clarity that you need.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Well, let me just see here. We got some runes for you. It looks like in your cast, not much from the past is really there. It shows that there's been a foundation of you being very caring. Something is just wrapped up over a cycle, a seasonal cycle, but something takes your focus and your caring energy towards others. It does show that you also went through some type of resolution. You got Thor, and Thor's a lot of times overcoming a physical something that needs to be attained or a goal or to achieve or in a competition. But this one you've got it in with the tree of life. So this is more of a spiritual overcoming and seeing something differently or receiving a deeper piece of knowledge that brings more clarity to you. So it does show that those have happened. So you've got a lot of good things happen here for you, that right now that you're in a space where there's money, movement, travel, you've got the open cup of receiving the bounties of life and a real focus on self gratification and enjoying things. And I did also receive something similar as well too about carrying the talisman for you, that there's something in front of you that's coming. It's lined up that a talisman did come up here in my reading as well. And so it'll just come to you. And that there is a luck or a chance here within the 3 or 4 months as well too, with Feihu around. It does show for you now in this time that there's a few things for you to grow with, and that is your own ideas of what you want to create, your own personal creations. And on a spiritual level, there's a real opening of being able to be open to different forms of healing and purification and gratitude and a whole series of spiritual amazing experiences and are lined up coming to you. So it looks really good. There's a lot of blessings coming or showing as well. So I'm going to draw one more here for you from my book here, and we'll see what you get. Okay, so now this. So this one is the necessity brings the need to create. So throughout what you're feeling, in your feelings, you're going to feel this need to create something different, that you have to do it. It's going to be a calling. So when you feel that craving inside to create something, follow that, because it's going to open up and guide a whole path ahead of you. Yeah, so it looks really good.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hello, Michelle. I feel like there's a lot of healing in store for you this year. Asking for help is important. If you feel like your load is too heavy, it's okay to reach out and to accept help with that. Spirit really wants you to focus on following your intuition, learning to trust your inner guidance, and really focus on deep emotional healing. I feel like maybe you've been trying to be busy lately but maybe you're not busy for the right reasons. Maybe it's an act of avoidance from whatever you're trying to heal from. But Spirit says it's time to really take on that healing journey. Be gentle with yourself, like easy does it in the rest of your life. It's time to rest, recharge, heal, and move forward. Definitely learn from the life lessons that you faced and focus on reducing stress and really, really, really letting go. Like Mystic Gypsy said it right off the hop. That releasing and just letting go and moving forward is going to be really important for you this year. Not even just important, it's absolutely necessary. There's no growth unless we get uncomfortable, we heal, we let go, and we move forward. So that's the message that Spirit really wants to press on you today, is healing and absolution. So.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, it is. Like, I agree with what everybody says, but there is definitely a disattachment that has occurred, and now you're ready to move forward. But I feel like there's some kind of confusion on something you should be doing. And I feel like it is creative, and it has to do with career in the future. And you definitely need to move forward with it, but I feel like there's some kind of intimidation that's unrealistic, that spirit is trying to break around you. And I don't really know what that means, but there is an illusion. Something that you're seeing isn't serving you right, and it's not real for you. So spirit is trying to get you to move forward. Signs are huge, because I don't know why this is happening, but I'm frozen in the screen and look funny, but signs are huge for you. Okay. And so you do need to watch for signs. You get them during the daytime when you're out and about. And a lot of it does have to do with air creatures. So like birds, butterflies, anything that flies, that is ancestral power that's coming around you. And like I said, there is definitely ancestral power where you are, in your home, around your home. So I feel like you're not meant to really like take off and go anywhere. I feel like you are where you should be, but you are definitely creating something this year that the spirit wants you to put out into the world, and it is your own creativity.
Thank you. That makes sense.
Awesome. Well,
do
it.
It makes sense.
Step into it, because I feel like that is connected to your ancestors or your family in some way.
It's career related, so this is definitely on the right track. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Just go for it. Be confident, and don't let any thoughts of what you think others are thinking get in your way, because you're definitely meant to move forward with this, and there is success for you.
Nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. Well, I think we have everybody we've done. Does anyone have any last comments or anything they want to ask before they go? I know some of the spirits, there's lots. What I would do is actually start watching for signs, because January is the month where we receive new spirits that do come from our family. So they are ancestral spirits that come forward to guide us for the next year. So February 2nd is when that thinning veil closes. And then all the spirits that came forward to bring us messages and to help us are here for an entire year. So before you go to sleep tonight, just ask, I'm open to receive messages and see you and see what comes, okay? So I'm gonna pull a card for all of us. What do the spirits want? Last chance. What do they want to say? Give us a card for tonight, and then we'll let you go. So we got Spirit Guide. Oh, I love that. So work with your spirit guides. Use the names that came up. See how they happen. I mean, I once had a spirit guide that I had to call Charlie, okay? And his name probably wasn't Charlie, but it worked for me. So use the names that came up and see how that is, and go for what you want, and know that they are there to support you, and the spirits know what you want, and you already know what you don't want, so you don't even have to focus on that anymore. So we'll let you go, and thanks for joining. This replay will be sent out tomorrow, okay? Have a great night.
Thank you, everyone.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And psychics, just wait for a moment, and we have 2 others that we're going to do that are sent emails. So we'll do those messages afterwards. Good night, everyone.
Night. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So I am just going to get the last 2 up. Okay, one sec. What does it say? Submit. I don't need to submit. Okay, whatever. Okay, so here we are. We have 2 more people that want messages. And let me go to the emails. Oh, that was lots. I felt like there was so many things coming at me. It was hard to sort it out. So that was really weird. And I feel like it is because they all were kind of connected. So I feel that really interesting too. I loved that. That coincidentally, people didn't know each other knew. So we're going to do a reading for Vanessa. She couldn't make it tonight. Something came up, but she just wants a general reading to receive any messages that may have been intended for her. So let's do that. So any messages that is intended for her. And her name is Vanessa. Okay. Ooh, I got the Ace of Pentacles. So that's good. That means to me right now, there is a solution. There is an answered prayer and there's good things coming. So when I get that card, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm connected to where I need to be. It's all good. I also get the King of Pentacles. So that lets me know that there is some kind of mastery in play. And finances again, health and wealth. So we have physical and financial coming up. And as far as spirits, I definitely see 3 spirits around you. And it is showing me that there is a gentleman. Now I'm trying to figure out if this gentleman I'm seeing is in her physical life or is it a spirit, because they're looking out. They're looking out to make some kind of change. And I feel like her message is, this is the time to make the changes that you want. And for some reason, 3 months, so something within 3 months is taking place, and it is a change, but it's also added. Wheel of Fortune comes up, so I see a couple things involved, more than one thing that's created this financial spin. I'm getting definitely something she already has in play now, but something new that she wants to go out into the world with the Wheel of Fortune generating behind, and good news. So you definitely have good news coming your way. I feel like you're waiting for something to happen, and it is going to happen for you. But there's definitely success, family, and moving forward in play. So you do have some family members around. I want to kind of see what comes up for you and see what spirits are coming forward for you as well. There is generative power I get with the females. So I know that there is a female spirit around her. She does work with the other side already. So Vanessa, I feel like you already are in touch with the spirit side, and you are co-creating. It has to do with finances, and the ideas that actually have come into play to move you forward were directly from spirit.
Okay, so for Vanessa, there is like a decision or something to do with work that is going to be made, but it is going to be just, and the results are going to be fair. I do see that there is some sort of like internal conflict that's happening, and I have a female spirit coming forward that she is actually going to be bringing the energy that's needed for victory for you. So you just connect with her, you know. I'm not sure if it's a grandmother. I feel like it might be a grandmother or a spirit guide, but sometimes the cards are also showing that sometimes we just need to accept that, like, we can't go any further with things the way they are and we have to take a different route. And that's what the cards are kind of showing me, is that right now you've kind of hit that wall, so to speak, and just accept that you can't go any further in this direction, whether it's in regards to work or your ambitions and goals for the year, and that you need to take a new path because it's supported. This lady is here spiritually helping you go forward in this, and just trust your intuition, because when you feel those signs, that's when she's going to be guiding you. But there is good things to come.
Hello. I have some runes here for you. So it does look here in the runes that recently there was some finances that have brought you into a state of happiness and wholeness, a state of expression and being able to enjoy your emotions, and that there was an overcoming of a conflict, and that right in front of you within the next few weeks that there is a form of justice that will come, and after that there's a standstill. So it does show that you are lined up, that there is something right ahead of you that is meant to go in your favor, that you're above that, and that it's going in your favor. And then there's a standstill. So within that standstill, there just won't be a lot of physical changes. And that's for you to change and see what's happening within before the rest of your life makes all those changes that align with that new concept that comes to you. There does show that there is a process of letting go right now and gaining new wisdom, and that in the end you're going to propel yourself further with your leadership abilities. The chaos around you and the multiple different facets of a male influence, it does show that there is a resolution for the money, a discussion, and for you to be able to speak, be safe speaking what it is. Just be clear with the things that you need to say. And that will bring the opening for you. But it does show that we're going to do one more rune here, and you got Ethwas. So that's really good. That is about a bond and a trust with yourself and your own self-mastery and your own independence, and having your own self to know that you're a good person, your own self to know that you're making the best choices for yourself, and that you need to follow that and trust yourself, and that you can trust yourself. So let yourself trust the feelings that you get, be able to speak from that place, and that communication will be able to bring the things in line. So yeah, it looks good. And you did get a wisdom and leadership card out of it as well too. So it's something that you're going to take further forward with what you gained over the next 3 months, 3 to 4 months of growth here.
Vanessa, there's lots of big things. Like I am major after major after major. So I feel like it's a lot. It's been a lot for you. It's a lot of, like Moonshine said, chaos and upheaval and things kind of shifting around. Like I feel like your world kind of got tossed upside down at some point. You're still trying to cope with that and trying to come out the other side of it. You're keeping your stability through it all, but of course it's difficult when we go through changes like that. But the last tarot card that I pulled for you was the Sun card. So it just means that everything that's happened, it's all going to come up. The sun comes out no matter what. Like, it's a beautiful card. So great things are coming. It doesn't always feel that way, but rest assured that all the chaos, everything was worth it, and it's part of the path as long as we grow from these experiences. You need to feel all of your emotions around it before you can really get to the other side of it, and own your divine power. You are capable of so much more than I feel like you give yourself credit for, so really own that going forward. And again, like everyone else tonight, let yourself sparkle and shine. That card might as well just sit on my desk tonight. But I love that everyone's on these really transformative journeys starting off the new year. Really lean into just being yourself, being authentic, and moving forward in what you want from the world. But definitely feel your emotions, process them, positive or negative. They're all there for a reason. But better days are coming. So Happy New Year.
I forgot to mention Happy New Year to everyone. So there it is. Happy New Year. I do feel like this is going to be a better year for everyone that was here tonight. As far as Vanessa goes, while people were talking, I did get that I feel like you are quite involved in family. That came up as the last card for me, but I feel like the family is extended. So I feel like you're very involved with more than one person, and everybody's been moving in some kind of direction. And I feel like you're kind of the one that has the compassion or the power of compassion to kind of straighten out this chaotic force or energy that seems to arise. It does show me that everyone is moving in different directions and connected to different elements, but there's growth with everyone involved. As far as the spirit comes forward, yes, I do feel like there is a female spirit, but I feel like there is a young male that is actually trying to make some kind of change and healing within the family. And I don't know, I get the 9 of the 9, so I feel like it was some kind of injury or something that happened to him. But I feel like he is kind of the key right now to what the healing energy needs to come in for everyone. But there is transformation, not just with you, but everyone around you. However, I get flashes of good summer. So I see like fires, and I see like sitting by the lake, and I see like family. So I know where you are, you're meant to be. And it is very strong spiritually. There is balancing. But I definitely feel like you're already working with the spirits around you. So yeah, I get it's a good thing. But you are on a healing mode, and I feel it's because you've been dealing with so much grieving. I don't feel like the grieving is all yours. I definitely feel you've been taking things on for other people, and I feel like they could be even in-laws, almost like you're taking care of your in-laws family, or yeah, your partners, yeah, that would be in-laws. But I definitely feel you putting your energy out there to help and heal and try to create peace over this conflicting energy. And I feel like some of that energy does have to do with the younger male spirit trying to straighten things up. Okay, so that is what I get for Vanessa. Our last person is Barbara. Let me find her message here. I guess I should have had it all ready. But she said, hello, where's her email? Oh my God, it doesn't help when you have 100 emails a day. Okay, what did Barbara say? Okay, here it is. Okay, I can't make the live. I would like to ask about my deceased paternal parents. I have been told by many people that they are around and would like to connect with me. How do I connect to them, and do they have a message for me? I tried meditation, candles, and talking to them, etc. If you don't feel them, or none of you feel them, please feel free to give me a message from anyone else deceased who you would show up for me. So she wants a message from the other side. I'm going to focus on her paternal grandparents and see what we get. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Cups came up. That lets me know that there is someone around. Angelic force. I feel like the spirits around you are also quite religious, set in their ways. So it does show me spirit is around. They do protect you. They do protect you. However, what they're doing is they are trying to break you free from feeling like you have to do more. And it shows me they're trying to stabilize you and bring you the peace that you want. So I do see there's some things that they are taking away as far as challenges. Okay, there's 5 things that they are trying to release from you. It also shows soulmate. I feel like this has to do with your father's side of the family. However, there is a mystery with your father. And I don't know what the mystery is, because I keep getting this big question mark actually drawn out. And the thing is I'm not sure, but I am getting like Jean, I'm not I cannot speak any other language but what I speak. But I do feel like there are people coming forward that actually have another language. I don't know what that language is. I feel like they're from somewhere else. I see an Eiffel Tower, so it's French. I feel like your grandparents are in another country or were in another country, but I feel like there's a question mark when it comes to some kind of family mystery on your father's side. And I definitely feel like something has been robbed from you. I don't know how to say it that, like, I don't want to say that harsh, but as far as the spirits around you on your father's side, they do feel like they did not get the time they wanted with you. So I feel like for some reason you don't have the real story of your father, whether that's his story or your mother's story, but there is something that you're meant to find out. And I would actually, if you don't know, if this is a mystery, if your father's side of the family is a mystery to you, I would definitely do a DNA test. I did heritage DNA myself, heritage 1, 2, 3, or heritage DNA. And that, I didn't know anything about my family, and I have more on my father's side than I have ever known. So I am going to suggest that maybe you do a DNA test, and the one I liked was heritage DNA. But for names that keep coming up, I do get Jean Michael. I don't know if it's John Michael, the same name, Miguel. They're attached. So I don't know if it's one person or two people together. And I also get like a H sound. I don't know. It's not Harold. I don't think Harold is French. But there's a male name with a H around. There is an Anne. Anne, I don't know if it's her middle name, but there is definitely an Anne around you. Definitely someone with the name Anne. And I get the 8 blessings. So you do have family around you. And it actually shows me your grandparents, but another child. So whether they had a child that died, but there's 3 of them together, mother, father, and a child. So there's 3 of them, and it's not showing me your father is with them. But for some reason, I feel like there is something that you are meant to connect to and learn that does have to do with a family mystery. And it takes place in like France. I don't know why I get that, but that's what I'm leaving it for. Now, as far as what are they doing? They're trying to feed your passion. They want you to work on the things that will bring you joy and prosperity. So they are helping you with the finances. And the other thing is, I see that they are bringing you a new beginning. So your path is actually laid out for you. The doors will open to the things that are right for you. But I do feel like you connected with them candle by candle. Candlelight will work good for you. Use white candles, tea lights, and then make sure you light them up at night when you want to relax. Look at the candle flame, ask if your grandparents are there, and try to see an aura around it. And if anyone has a candle lit, could you show her what that would look like? Because my candle is burnt out. So just hold it up to the screen and see, you can see there's a glow that shows up there. That's all you want to look for, is the glow around the candle flame. And if you see that, their angelic power is there. I do feel like they feel that if you were to communicate and want more spiritual help, they are talking archangels. So maybe look into archangel power and use the different archangels for different areas in your life and see how that goes.
So this is so interesting. The name Barbara came forward before this event as well. And so I was up to debate on whether Barbara was going to be a spirit or a person who was attending.
You know what? I totally think that you're picking up on a spirit named Barbara. I think she was named after someone.
I was going to say, I wonder if it's on with the grandmother, because I also have 3 spirits showing up in the card around Barbara, and 2 of them are the parents, the grandparents, the male and the female. But I also do get archangels in here as well with the spirit guides. There's a lot around. There's a lot around here because I've got I've got a lot of major arcana cards here for her, and I do see though that her grandma is really popping through, and it's like she's got her back to the water, like she's not seeing the connection that she has with them already. And I think it's really because it's the mental barrier of there's still some sort of fear behind it, and maybe the fear of not connecting might be what it is. And I also am really seeing though for her a storm. It's kind of like after the storm, like all of this is because she's going to connect in such a beautiful way. And I really feel like after it rains, if you see a rainbow, make a wish to connect, like ask them, call to connect to them, because I feel like the rainbow, like that in between time of, the rain and then the sun coming out and the rainbow there, that's a really powerful time for her to be able to connect, because I see a lot of water in these cards too. So I really think that the spiritual energy is there for you, and it's just kind of learning how to wade through what is our mind and what is actually connection. It'll happen.
I love that.
I just was
go ahead.
Self-love. That was what before I forget, that was what I was supposed to, I feel like I was supposed to, self-esteem and self-love this year.
Nice. Hello, I have some runes here for you. So it looks here as though the sunrise and travel and openness to new ideas and new inspirations are flowing to you right now. That you overcame some challenges recently with your passions and are moving that forward into a state of bliss. And that for you personally, the environment around you is changing, but for yourself inside, it's about your own renewal. So I'm showing the color green has been coming up quite often here for you, and to connect with that color and bring the healing of it with nature or stones or clothing, for the renewal and nurturing for you, that you're in a position of patience right now, that there are good things happening, and that you're moving forward in a change of complete transformation you got, and freedom. So there's actually changes happening at your core where you're kind of coming out like a new person in a way. It's you, but more honoring your perceptions of who you know you are and not what you feel others think of you. And this in itself is also a connection to the divine, and there is a guiding spirit around that is trying to help with any stresses during the sleep, and to bring you a message of comfort. So listen to your dreams as well too, because there's answers there for you. And that even though some of these things in the past have a little bit of a hold on your mind and emotions and they come up, that to know that it's okay, that right now the energy of letting go around that is with you, and you'll be able to let it go, and that there is new things right as soon as you turn your head, they're right there. So, just honor that process, but also look for those 2 new things that are right there for you and enjoy what's being brought in your new transformation. I'll draw one more here from the book. Thor. So that's very good. That's overcoming any obstacle. So your strength of willpower can overcome anything. So know that is true, and keep that in your mind and your spirit, and focus on what it is that, whatever it is, speak your truth, speak what it is that you want, and you're going to see that that is what happens.
Love that, with the overcoming and everything that Moonshine said. Like, it's good things ahead, but I feel like balance and patience is a big lesson for you. I feel like maybe things don't move at the pace that you want. Like, you want to connect with these people and hear these messages, but maybe it doesn't always happen in your time. So I feel like patience and balance and what you want and maybe what you need is something to focus on moving forward. I feel like your intuition is off the charts lately. Like, the messages that have been coming through have been great. Like, I feel like you've been practicing and working on your skills in that regard, which is amazing. Spirit wants you to know that you're so very well protected around you. Like, your spirit guides, your ancestry family, they're always around you, guiding you. Whether or not you get those messages, they're always there pushing you ahead. And trying to remind you that it's okay if you need help, if things have been heavy, reach out, get the support that you need, because easy does it. You need to take a few things off of your plate, I feel like, and delegate those to people that can better handle them for you. But I do feel like there's a shift in divine support for you and prosperity, in all aspects, not just like monetary prosperity, but like, I feel like you're going to get more fulfillment out of this year. Once you kind of get past the point of, like, you've overcome these hurdles, I feel like things are going to get easier as long as you kind of look within for your answers and know that you have everything within you that you need to move forward with. So I feel like it's a better year ahead for you, for sure.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I feel like when she's working in the dark, like when her shadow self is coming up, she goes into like a perfectionist mode. And then all of a sudden it becomes difficult and she becomes stressed. But really your power and energy is what is articulate. And I feel like you are on a mission right now to find your truth and the things that you want to know about. I feel like you're breaking some binds with connecting to your father's side of the family. I feel like for some reason that was something that was blocked from you. I don't know if you know this, like the story, but right now your purpose is about coming home and meeting your family and knowing your family, but also the emotional needs that are drawing you into opening up this connection. But I feel like in order for you to do this, you do have to be open and honest and maybe ask some difficult questions that your mother might be able to give you some information on, because you are a woman that has every right to know about her family. But for some reason I feel like something is blocked, and I feel like it has to do with your connection to your mom. However, just like Mystic, Misfit Intuitive said, they're always around you. It's only our connection that needs to go to them. So I would say every day, give me a sign that you're here. Show me how am I going to find out more about my family? Because I feel like you haven't lived. I don't feel like your maiden name is your father's name. So I feel like that's why there's some kind of mystery. I feel like you haven't really connected to that yet. And part of your purpose is about your mystery. And it is about understanding what it is that's driving you to the things you want to know right now. Part of that is about you achieving success, but it's also regaining power that was taken from you in some way. So part of your heart is definitely in another country. And I feel like that country is connected to your family. And I definitely think you should do maybe a DNA test if there is those big mysteries that we're picking up on. But let yourself be inspired to know about it, about your family. I would delve in not just about your dad and your grandparents, but start working on your family tree for your own children. But you are breaking boundaries when it comes to this. So I feel like that's why it is such a big mystery for you, is because there's truths that need to be found. So with that, I do hope that you do something that will give you the info that will take you over there. But it will definitely lighten up your load, and you'll have more understanding about your past and where you come from, as well as maybe reconnect you to somewhere where your heart is. And I feel like that runs deeper than you know. So your ancestral power wants to come forward, and that is your connection to your dad's family. Okay. With that, we'll let you go. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoy this replay. Have a great night and a great year ahead. Blessings to you. Bye-bye.